Have you read this book before? Now, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if you've taken this before or not yet, but I have, and I was shocked by how accurate this test is. It is really easy to be hyper concerned about what the best business idea is. But in my opinion, the question you really want to be asking is, what is the perfect business idea for you? Today, you're going to learn how to build a business that is specific to your individual strengths, with the help from our trusty assessment tool, StrengthsFinder, now known as CliftonStrengths. If you have not subscribed yet, that is okay. We are still cool. This is the perfect opportunity to click that red button, hit the notification bell so that you will know exactly when I'm back on these YouTube streets and you never miss an episode. By the way, if you have not listened to the episode, How to Profit from Your Skills, highly recommend you listen to those first before you get started with this video. In case you need a refresher, StrengthsFinder is a personality assessment. It has 177 questions, a lot, that you take. And as a result of your answers, the tool collates everything that you have responded to identify your top 5 personality strengths. If anybody's taken StrengthsFinders and asks you your top 5, you already know exactly what they're talking about. The premise is that by taking this test, right, it tells you your 5 core strengths, like the 5 things that come most naturally to you as an individual. By identifying what these strengths are, you can continue to improve upon those strengths. The idea is that it doesn't make any sense to work extra hard on things that just don't come naturally well to you, like things that are actually your weaknesses, because you're never gonna be as good at those things as somebody else is. What you can do is be incredible at the things that already come naturally to you. So the idea is that by finding those things that come naturally to you, you can use them to be even better. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if you've taken this before or not, but I have, and I was shocked by how accurate this test is. This test told me things about myself that I did not even know. And those things are true as hell. So be careful when you take this test because it will read you for filth. My top 5 are intellection, learner, discipline, relator, and connectedness. And if you want to know more about what each of those are, I did provide a little summary of each of those in the description box down below. Your top 5 will likely be totally different than mine and then a lot of other people that you know. All right, so in this book, right, a lot of people take the test but they don't have the book, because in the book, not only does it tell you a lot about your particular strengths, it tells you how to apply the knowledge about those strengths to your life. They provide examples of how you can apply your strengths to professional settings, like to a job search. What types of careers might be best suited to a person with particular strengths. I think that this is also incredibly applicable to business owners. And so I'm gonna show you 3 ways to turn your top 5 strengths into a top business. The first thing you can do is use your top 5 strengths to consider what type of business or what type of stream of income you want to create, even if it's not a business. So do you want it to be online? Like, are you more reserved and research focused? Or do you like to interact with and influence and persuade and woo people? How much interaction do you need with people? How much discipline is your business going to require? Just a note, most businesses are going to require some level of discipline, okay? Do you want to be doing the same thing over and over, or is it important to you to have a lot of variety? As multi-passionate people, variety is something that's really important to us, so that's definitely something to consider. First thing is that you can use this to think about what type of business to start. The second thing is you can use this to determine what level of business you want to have. Like, just because you start a business doesn't mean you want to become a Fortune 100 company. It doesn't mean that you want to hire employees. You might want to just have a little side hustle in addition to your traditional job, and that's totally okay. Your strengths might give you some insight into how much risk you are willing to take. And then the last thing is, this book can really help you figure out what type of team to build. Team building is so important to your business if you want to have a business on that level. If you are looking to build a team, which I am in the process of thinking about building a team right now, you really have to know what your skills are so that you can bring in people to your team who complement those skills. You don't need to replicate skills that you already have unless you are looking to purely replicate yourself so that you can deliver the same service to more people. If you are looking for someone to join your team to help you do other stuff that you can't do or that you don't want to do anymore, you need to bring in people who have strengths that are complementary to yours, because that helps make you more complete as a business owner. You can use this CliftonStrengths or StrengthsFinder to figure out what your strengths are so that you can then identify what strengths are complementary to your own and how to best meld those together in order to build an even stronger business than you already have. I'm really interested in knowing what y'all's strengths are. So I'm wondering, have you taken the StrengthsFinder or CliftonStrengths quiz yet? If you have, I want to know what your top 5 are. Leave a comment down below and let me know about your top 5. If you have not taken the quiz or if you have not read the book, I would highly encourage you to purchase a copy. Again, I think it goes by CliftonStrengths now, but I will provide the link in the description box for you to purchase the book or take the quiz so that you can figure out what your top 5 are and use your top 5 to build a top business.